Professional footballers treat their diet with the same seriousness they devote to their football drills. More thought is given to how a player's diet influences their performance now than in the past. A player's nutrition impacts every aspect of their performance, from their speed and stamina to their recovery and quality of sleep. Football players need to eat the right things in the right amounts to perform at their best. Whether you're a fan of high-intensity interval training, HIIT, at the gym, or prefer to spend your 90 minutes a day sprinting through a field, you can learn something about nutrition from these athletes. Hello and welcome to Goalside. In today's video, we will talk about what the superstar footballers eat. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. So without wasting any time, let's dive right into the video. What are the best carb sources for a professional footballer? They plan on eating a lot of carbs, including oats, cereal, pasta, rice, couscous, potatoes, wraps, bread, beans, flavored yogurt, fruit juice, and fresh fruit in preparation for their forthcoming football tryouts. In order to replenish glycogen storage, eating a carbohydrate-rich snack such as a granola bar, flapjack, or banana during the preceding 60 minutes is highly suggested. In the context of a full game, 90 minutes, this strategy has several benefits. What should a player eat immediately before a game? Pre-game meal. A professional football hopeful would be wise to restore blood glucose levels and load up on glycogen in their muscles and liver before showing up for tryouts. Consuming a meal with a high glycemic index (GI) within an hour of finishing exercise has been shown in studies to reduce fasting blood glucose levels. This prompts an insulin overflow, which helps glucose enter muscle cells. The end result is hypoglycemia. The aforementioned phrase also refers to the meal eaten before a sporting event. Low-fat tomato spaghetti, scrambled eggs with toast, and orange and apple juice are just some of the alternatives. You might also try some grilled fish, poultry, or vegetables in addition to the carbs. Even if nerves are an issue, this meal should be had 3 hours before a player starts getting physically ready for the next round of football tryouts. Priority is given to digestion to ensure that the stomach's contents are broken down and eliminated before they can cause harm. This is bad news for the muscles, which will soon need an increase in blood flow, but great news for the digestive system. Anxiety and nausea are the body's way of trying to get you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing so it can start sending blood back to your stomach because it can't handle the stress of having an empty stomach. An athlete should not have any carbs within 4 hours of a game, with the exception of a sports drink, which should be consumed 5 to 10 minutes before the game starts. Snack time after the game. The average international player consumes 200 to 250 grams of carbs during a single match. As soon as possible, they should begin replenishing those supplies. If you play more than one game a week or put in extremely rigorous training, having your football trials in London becomes considerably more significant. A meal that is both substantial and high in carbohydrates should include foods with a high glycemic index and be eaten within 2 hours. Bananas, dried fruits, and peanuts are great post-game snacks. Several hours later at the main meal, you can expect to see simple carbs like white bread, spaghetti, potatoes, and rice. The body's glycogen stores can be replenished to full capacity with new glucose in as little as 20 hours, and that's under ideal conditions. Players who put in extra time at the gym on days 5 and 6 should be aware of the potential negative effects of their regimen. In this context, replenishing your carbohydrate stores throughout workouts is essential. Drinks high in carbs can be helpful for the next football tryouts. How to eat like a professional football player. The typical Western diet is quite unhealthy, since it is high in unhealthy fat and low in whole grain carbohydrates. At least 65% of a soccer player's daily calorie intake should come from carbohydrates before trying out for a football academy. The best sources of carbs include fresh fruits and whole grains like brown rice and pasta, potatoes, wholemeal bread, and high-fiber cereals. Aim for a fat intake of 20 to 25% of total calories. Healthy fats, found in oily fish like salmon, avocados, olive oil, and raw almonds, should make up the bulk of your daily calorie consumption, not roasted or salted. In order to prepare for open football tryouts, the ideal protein sources for a soccer player's diet include fish, chicken, low-fat milk, and lean red meat. Preferred meal plan for a professional football player. A professional football player will eat a wide range of foods before taking the field for a big game, in case you were curious. Breakfast: oatmeal or fruit peas porridge to start the day, sweetened with honey or dried fruit. You can have your choice of olive oil or jam on 4 slices of whole grain toast. Freshly squeezed fruit and vegetable juice. Fruit: 2 or 3 cookies and yogurt. Lunch: grilled chicken or tuna salad on bagels, baguettes, or other similar breads with a dressing of lemon juice and olive oil. Bananas, bran muffins, or low-fat milk and juice would all fit the bill. a mixed bag of nuts and dried fruit. Dinner: pasta or rice, tomato sauce, lean ground beef, grilled chicken or fish, vegetables, ice cream and strawberries are all on the table. This is a sample day in the life of a professional football player and the food they ate. They also drink a lot of water and drink about 2 liters of sports drink daily. Which diet do you think would be best for a professional football player? Fat and carbohydrates. A football player needs to have a balanced diet that combines carbs and protein in order to perform well during practice. They provide you a surge of energy, and they also aid your body in repairing and rejuvenating itself after rigorous exercise or warfare. One of the simplest ways to give yourself the boost of energy you need to play for an hour and a half is to eat a dish of pasta made with nutritious grains a few hours before a game. White poultry and fish like salmon and mackerel, as well as lean white meat, are great sources of protein. People can reduce their overall fat intake by eating more whole grain products like pasta, bread, and rice. White bread, white potatoes, and other processed carbs should be avoided. Even white potatoes are included. Fruits and veggies. Fruits and vegetables are essential for peak athletic performance. Convincing them will take time and energy. It doesn't take long to develop a taste for luxury. Give it a few weeks, and you'll be able to taste the subtle nuances at their full potential. The high nutrient density of these foods suggests including them often in your diet. Healthy supplements and fiber. To start the day off right, it's important to eat a hearty breakfast. If you're a young football player looking to give themselves the best chance of success, you should make a habit to fuel up on a healthy meal before every game and practice. A good source of fiber and a carbohydrate that releases its glucose slowly, oatmeal or porridge, is a popular breakfast food. Adding fruit is a great way to get one of your recommended 7 to 9 servings of fruit each day, but you should avoid adding any sweeteners, such as sugar or syrup. You may add store-bought bags of frozen fruit to your morning oatmeal. Fruit that has been frozen retains all of its nutritional value, including its high fiber content and vitamin profile, but has a much longer shelf life. Among the many healthy breakfast options is whole grain toast topped with a spread that is low in cholesterol and fat. Drink water. Water intake should be a top priority, so keep that in mind as you go about your day. Fluid consumption for professional football players is typically between 2 and 2.5 liters per day. Focus on improving to that level as much as you can. You lose water through breathing and sweating when you work up a sweat. You can get dehydrated if you don't drink plenty of water on a regular basis. To restore your carbohydrate and electrolyte levels, consume an isotonic sports drink before, during, and after exercise. Try one of these beverages to help you wake up if you're feeling drowsy. What do you think about these diets of professional football players? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.